Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the new YouTube channel. So I'm doing another video request, and this time it's from Mike Febro. And we did a video on 3 beginner mistakes, and we talked about how not doing grabs is a big mistake when you're progressing through your kiteboarding. So for this week's video, we're gonna break down 3 drills that you can practice to fly the kite with one hand, and how to start progressively adding grabs into any of your tricks and all your jumps. So before we get into it, this is a new YouTube channel, so help me out by hitting that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media if you do find this video helpful. So let's dive into the video. Alright, so step number 1, you do need to learn how to fly a kite with one hand. So what I recommend doing is splitting the bar with your index or your pointer finger, and what you're going to do is you're going to have a little pressure on these 3 fingers up here and a little bit of pressure on this one or these 2 fingers over here, and this gives you a good balanced control over the kite. Now for every single tack, all you have to do is take your back hand off, fly the kite. Just keep it parked at a 45-degree angle, and as you get more comfortable you can start signing the kite a little bit. So just bring it up a little bit, bring it down a little bit, bring it back up a little bit, and you're just getting used to flying that kite with one hand. And this might take a few sessions, but do it with both hands, do it in both directions, and just get super comfortable. And the goal here with step 1 is you want to be able to fly that kite with your eyes closed. Now for step 2, you're going to practice jumping with one hand. So go for a regular jump, whatever jump you're going for, whether it's a load and pop with a kite low, or if you're doing just a standard hooked in scent jump. Do the jump, and as soon as you take off, just take your backhand off the bar. And these don't have to be big jumps. In fact, I'd encourage you to do the smallest jump you can possibly imagine. Just jump off the water, take that backhand off, and focus on 2 things. So you're splitting the bar like you practice, and then as you come up, apply some pressure to the front side of the bar, and this will redirect the kite forward. It's going to pull you forward, downwind, into your landing. And the goal here is just to get super comfortable with steering the kite with one hand after a jump and learning to land. And something I've done in a previous video about 3 tips for better kite control on another YouTube channel is, are you riding the board or are you being pulled by the kite? So when you're loading, you're leaning back, right? And you've got a lot of the kite holding you up. But after you pop, you're not going to be landing in that edging position, you're going to be landing on the board. So you do want to land with the board flat, riding downwind. So this is a great opportunity for you to just practice that, sending the kite up, backhand off, redirect the kite forward with these 3 fingers right here, and then land flat, riding on the board downwind. And this is going to build so many good fundamentals for you that are going to progressively add up later in your kiteboarding, and over time just start doing bigger and bigger jumps as you get more comfortable, and then you'll start to understand the timing. Obviously the redirect is going to come a little bit later on a bigger jump. You just want to redirect it when you're a couple feet off the water so that you get that little initial pull where you can land moving forward on a plane using that board speed to keep riding. Alright, so for step number 3, we're going to start adding your first grabs. The easiest grab to add is a tail grab, and the best tip for grabs is bringing the board to you. So when you go for your jump, bring your knees into your chest as close as possible and just let your back hand hang down. And then from here you can either grab just the tail of the board, or you could grab a stalefish, which is between your feet on the heel side edge of the board. Those are the first 2 easiest grabs that you could go for. And as you get more experienced, you can start going for an indie grab, which is toe side edge with your backhand. And the reason we're doing all of these backhand grabs first is because your front hand, it's still on the bar, and you're able to practice that motion you were practicing earlier with your jumps where you're redirecting the kite forward. Now, as you get more comfortable with this, you can start adding rolls. So if you know how to do a front roll or do a back roll, you can do your back roll, and as you come around, the trick to getting a grab is to do your roll first. So if you're doing a back roll, do your back roll, and then go for the grab. If you're doing a front roll, do your whole front roll first, or almost your whole front roll, and then go for the grab. And that's kind of the key, because it's going to feel very similar to those grabs you're doing without rolls. And as you improve with this, you can start tweaking the board, and all that means is bending one knee and poking the other. And in general, a good guideline is the leg that's poking should be up towards the sky or out away from you, maybe in the opposite direction that you're spinning. And that's pretty much it. Practice these 3 steps. Take your time, don't rush it, start small, work your way into it, and just make sure you practice it every session, because it does add up. And maybe it won't feel like it at first, it might be frustrating, but just push through it, learn to have fun with the failure, and over time those small jumps will become bigger jumps. You're going to get super comfortable flying that kite with one hand, and then before you know it, you're going to be branching into intermediate and more advanced tricks. But this is where you start, with these fundamentals. So yeah, if you guys found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you get notified when we drop new videos, and hit me with any requests that you have for future videos. So I'll catch you later.